What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Double G Gaming, and the road to SummerSlam finally ends here tonight with this episode of Universe Mode. The next video for Universe Mode will be SummerSlam, and we should have at the end of it the full card laid out in front of us. So we have this episode of Raw already finished. We're just gonna run down the results and what happened. So started off the night. It was supposed to be Drew McIntyre versus Rusev or versus Triple H. Rusev came out, attacked Triple H with a sledgehammer. It made it into a handicap match. So you might be asking, what the hell, where was Shawn Michaels? Well, turns out Shawn Michaels wasn't there, or he was banned from ringside. You make up whatever you want in your head. The fact is, Shawn Michaels was not in the arena at the time. Triple H, not one to back down. He said, I'll take you both on. Let's go. Drew McIntyre and Rusev, they'll get the win here. And at the end of the night, we have Mr. McMahon coming out with a big announcement that is going to pertain to these competitors here along with Shawn Michaels. So we'll get to that later. McIntyre and Rusev get the win there against Triple H in a handicap match. Next up, Lita getting another win here against Alexa Bliss. So Lita, 3 wins in the last couple of weeks. This should set up a match against Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. And you know what? Why not? Lita versus Becky Lynch, SummerSlam for the Women's Championship. It is official. Moving on, we had The Miz taking on Nakamura. Regular one-on-one match. However, John Cena came out and attacked Nakamura after the match. So, this is also going to be leading into what Mr. McMahon is going to say later on tonight. But Nakamura and John Cena are going to be having a match at SummerSlam. Moving on, Jericho and Kurt Angle is also official for SummerSlam. Jericho, tired of the attacks by Kurt Angle, but he has one thing that he asks out of Kurt Angle for this match. He will put the Intercontinental Championship on the line, but Kurt Angle has to put his career on the line. So at SummerSlam, Jericho versus Angle, career versus title. That should be a good one. Who is going to come out of that? I have no idea. Jericho's been on a roll, and Kurt Angle has not, but he's been showing a vicious side, different side of himself the last couple weeks. Can he bring that out and win the championship and keep his career going here? Or will he be forced to retire? So, that does it for that. Brock Lesnar. Remember, Kevin Owens issued an open challenge. However, Brock Lesnar comes out and attacks Kevin Owens. Paul Heyman aligning himself with Brock Lesnar once again. So I'm guessing, or we can say that Brock Lesnar or Paul Heyman is no longer working for Kevin Owens anymore. If you remember at WrestleMania, Kevin Owens defeated Brock Lesnar and thus garnering the respect from Paul Heyman, and he became a client of his. But now Brock Lesnar returning here tonight on this episode. We're going to get the rematch, Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens. Paul Heyman, though, if you remember at that WrestleMania match, Paul Heyman had a chance of helping Brock Lesnar win, so to speak, at the end, but didn't do anything to help Brock. So will it be a different story here at SummerSlam? They're going to go one-on-one once again. No briefcases on the line. Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens in a grudge match, you can say. Paul Heyman now turning his back on Kevin Owens. So, Kevin Owens, is he a face now? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, so the big announcement from Mr. McMahon. As I have teased in the last couple of episodes, will we be getting tag team titles on Raw? Mr. McMahon announced that yes, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships will be coming over to Raw after SummerSlam. So at SummerSlam, we are going to have a tag team match. DX, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, versus Drew McIntyre and Rusev will be number one contenders. It's a number one contenders match for the tag titles on next episode of Raw. So the Raw after SummerSlam is going to be DX or Drew McIntyre and Rusev versus The Bar, who are right now currently the tag team champions on SmackDown. So that whole tag team division is going to come over to Raw. And also, regarding to the John Cena and Shinsuke Nakamura match, Mr. McMahon has also made that a number one contendership match for the WWE Championship. So, the winner of Finn Balor and Undertaker will face either Nakamura or John Cena at the pay-per-view afterward, and done with Takeover on SmackDown. So that whole tag team division, a big win against Braun Strowman, the Monster Among Men. And at the end of it, Undertaker came out, had a face-to-face. That should be all of the matches covered there. I think we have 7 announced, and that's all we can fit on the card, at least on the Universe mode. I could add more and then just play them off the Universe mode, but whatever, we're just going to keep it to 7. And yeah, after the match, Finn Balor, Taker just showing a sign of respect from the Undertaker there against Finn Balor. Will we see the Demon? He needs the Demon to defeat the Undertaker, in my opinion. So, could we be getting the Demon Finn Balor? I hope so. That would be a marquee match for sure. So, let's run down the card top to bottom. And yeah, make sure you join me for the next episode, because that is going to be SummerSlam, the pay-per-view itself. And yeah, let's get right down to the card. 7 matches, like I said. We started off with Sami Zayn taking on Adam Cole for the Universal Championship from over on SmackDown. So that's going to open up the show. They are not on Raw, but we need another match to fill. So why not? Why not for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam, big time match? Sami Zayn, Adam Cole, bye. D-Generation X reuniting at a pay-per-view for the first time in a long time, taking on the team of Drew McIntyre and Rusev. The winner of that will become number 1 contenders for the tag team titles that are going to be brought over to Raw from SmackDown, and we'll have a match for them on the next episode of Raw in the Universe Road the night after SummerSlam. John Cena let me redo that. John Cena versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a number 1 contendership match for the WWE Championship. So that's another big time match there. 3 matches out of the way, we have Kevin Owens taking on Brock Lesnar, answering Kevin Owens' open challenge for SummerSlam. But this time, Kevin Owens with no Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman betrayed him. Paul Heyman is back on Brock Lesnar's side. Like always, like before. Can Brock get his win back from WrestleMania after losing to Kevin Owens back at WrestleMania, like I said? So Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens, another big time match there. So 4 matches out of the way. Becky Lynch taking on Lita for the Women's Championship. Not much to say there. Lita has been on a roll, winning some matches here on Raw in the last couple of weeks. So she deserves a match against Becky Lynch for the Women's Championship. So a legend coming back, taking on Becky Lynch. After that, we have the Intercontinental Championship being defended by Chris Jericho, taking on Kurt Angle, who has decided that his career is not worth what he's been doing the last couple of months in the Universe mode. He says, if I can't beat Chris Jericho for the IC Championship, I don't deserve to be here. So it is going to be Chris Jericho versus Kurt Angle, Intercontinental Championship on the line, but also on the line is going to be Kurt Angle's career versus title match. Can't wait to see if Kurt Angle can pull it off one last time, or is he done with, doesn't deserve to be here. If he loses that match, he'll be gone from the Universe mode. See you later, bye. Finally, the main event for the WWE Championship, The Undertaker coming back in a dramatic fashion, taking on Finn Balor, possibly the Demon Finn Balor, for the title. Undertaker has been on a roll. A lot of people have been on a roll, but Undertaker mainly came back at WrestleMania. I don't remember who he beat at WrestleMania this year, but he won, and now he's carried that momentum all the way through to the summer to take on Finn Balor for the championship. So can we see one last run out of the dead man? And who knows, just like Kurt Angle, even though it's not announced, if Taker doesn't win, will we not see him again? Who knows, you know, there's a lot of possible matches that we can be seeing with Undertaker in the Universe mode. If he does decide, or if he does win the championship, he can defend it against so many people. He'll be either facing John Cena or Nakamura afterwards if he does win. But yeah, Finn Balor, Undertaker going to be the main event for the WWE Championship. Hope to see you guys watching that SummerSlam episode, which is going to be the next one. The next Universe Mode episode. I don't know when that's going to drop. As you know me, it could be tomorrow or it could be in a month from now. So just be on the lookout. Hoping to get that out soon though.